Hey there. Why don't you look where you're going? Yeah, you're my hero. Don't let it go to your head. Seriously, though, thank you for getting me away from Dukov. Hey there.
Yeah? What do you want? Yeah, that's James. I'd sell him to you if they'd let me. Unless you've got any more... Yeah? What do you want? Oh, really? My husband ran off and got himself killed and left me to raise his little brat. So don't you tell me how I should or shouldn't be.
Are you okay? What do you want? My mom is probably drunk, and my dad's dead. Is that good enough for you, asshole?
Ted Strayer, you can chill with me if you want, dude. All right, you and me, just hanging. Dude, I only just got here myself. Ain't nothing I could tell you. Later.
Yes? Haven't run into you before. Nobody does. I'm not very memorable. Don't worry, it won't be a problem for much longer.
It was
Just
so
leave me alone.
noisy last night. I could hardly sleep.
Maybe a quick fix has something that will help you sleep. Cindy's got all kinds of good chems.
I'll try that.
Mai, you've been kind to me. I'll miss you when I'm gone.
Yeah, you've been telling me this for months. Besides, once you're gone, you won't be around to miss anything. Morning. I'd rather be alone just now. Hey.
Whoa. What's the rush, dude? Later, dude.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm Diego, the acolyte for St. Monica's. Father Clifford. The sanctuary is in the ship's fore. Oh yes, Father Clifford takes the donations. St. Monica saved her own son's soul from eternal damnation. She is now the patron saint of lost children for the faithful everywhere. You really should come to church on Sunday mornings. The sermon will be all about St. Monica. I heard tell the place used to be run by raiders until someone cleared the whole place out, but I don't really know for sure. God bless you.
Good to see you. Yes, sir? She's not very social. She's smart, though. Real smart. James's mom, Tammy, is a real bitch. She treats him like crap. I think it's because she drinks too much. It's noisy, dark, and smelly. But we're safe here. You mean like hitting on me? No. Most of them are polite. Even the ones like Diego that I'd want to flirt with seem to ignore me. Well, one of us is. Sometimes it seems like he doesn't even know I'm there. Especially if he is a priest with a thick skull. Well, I'm not giving up. I just know we're made for each other. I heard the place was settled by mercenaries who used to scavenge DC, but I don't really know. Later.
God bless you and keep you. What are you talking about? I'm a man of the cloth. Well, I will be as soon as Father Clifford. Never mind. It doesn't matter what Angela thinks. Soon I will take vows of chastity. Father Clifford says she is my trial, my temptation. I must choose between her and the church. I have chosen the church. I swear to you, our relation... However, I must confess, you have given me new resolve. I will tell... Father... God...
Yes, sir?
I heard that the city council is debating...
Remember that child that fell off the deck last year?
Yeah, that was bad. I'm sure they'll do something about it.
Howdy, mister.
Yes?
Good to see you.
Saint Monica bless you. I am Father Clifford of Saint Monica's Church. Yes, my flock is all of Rivet City. You would? We humbly accept whatever you can spare. However, a most generous offer. Yes, I know. He used to go stand on the observation balcony all afternoon. He's down to only an hour or so at 3 o'clock. She is the patron saint of lost children, very popular among the faithful of Rivet City. I'm surprised you've never heard of her. If you want to hear her story, it will be the topic of my sermon on Sunday. Services begin at 8 a.m. You should come. Oh, it's not the past of the city that I dwell upon. But if you're interested, I believe Miss Weatherly or Mr. Saint Mo
I heard that the city council
What'll you have? I'm Belle Bonnie. I'll tell you what I tell all the friends. Yeah. Go talk to Vera if you want gossip. I don't talk bad about history. What? Don't know if it ever had an official. No, I can't fucking well share one. What sort of moron are you? But fine. If it'll get you out of my face, go down to Pinkerton's shed in the broken off bow of the ship. If he decides to give you a history lesson, it's no business of mine. Now get the hell out of my bar. Please, don't get any ideas.
Hello.
Good to see. Don't know you. You're kidding, right? Flak and shrapnel's in the market. I'm shrapnel, you idiot. History? Try the... Let's have...
I should check in with my guests. Welcome to the Weatherly Hotel. I'm your hostess, Vera Weatherly. You haven't heard? Angela has the hots for Diego. But since he's a priest, he's been putting her off. One of these days, she's just going to jump his bones. They say Mr. Lopez is losing it. He stands on the top of the bridge tower for hours at a time, just staring out over the city. Poor James. His mother drinks too much. When she does, she doesn't treat him very well. Personally, I think she blames him for his father leaving her, which is ridiculous. Take a Another satisfied customer. Well, I could tell you all about my hotel, but I'm sure I don't know anything about how Rivet City itself got started. I mean, you hear rumors and you make guesses, but I really couldn't say I know for sure, and I'd hate to lead you down the wrong path. Well, if it'll help, I once heard that this place was covered in mirelurks 50 years ago, raiding all around the city. Eventually, some poor soul they thought would be lunch fought back and cleared out the whole ship. He set up the city in their place. They say he was the first counselor for the upper deck and lived here to his death. Can't say I believe it a bit, but it's a nice tale to tell. Actually, now that you mention it, Seagrave may know more about it. He's been here since he was just a boy, and I can't imagine anyone knows this ship better than he does. Only...
Welcome to the Weatherly. This is the...
Hello.
What are you doing?
Welcome to... This here is Flack and... No. Need to do some... Fred, I can't help you. Maybe Ben and...
Howdy, I'm Seagrave. Seagrave Holmes. I have a little of just about everything here. A what? Look, if you just... Oh, I really wouldn't know. I mean, long as I can remember, she's just been here, soaking up all the repairs and attention we can give her. I grabbed a wrench and joined in the reconstruction pretty much first thing out of the womb. But I never really cared about the politics. Last feller I remember from back then was Mr. Pinkerton, and he must have left about a decade ago, after that spat with the science team. He used to have a storage shed in the broken-off bow of the ship. We always thought he was crazy for keeping stuff there. Might have kept a couple records down there, I guess. Careful, though. Ship's a bit treacherous down there in her belly. She did? Well, I suppose I've picked up a lot over the years. I mean, no one's spent more time tinkering on this old girl than I have. Oh, Rivet City, I mean. Not Vera. I mean, Vera's not old. And I haven't tinkered on her, obviously. Not that I wouldn't. I mean, no. Anyway, you might find some clues in Pinkerton's place, in the broken-off bow. He was around before me and used to store stuff there before he left. Oh, well, the old girl had seen a lot of damage, especially where the Mirelurks used to nest, and where the super mutants kept trying to get in. I guess the mutants and the Myers got so busy fighting each other, it gave us the time we needed to make this place shipshape. Does that tell you what you need to know? Anyway. Some dang fool was selling... Here, have mine. Nothing but a damn hoax anyway. Yeah, I know. I got dummy written on my... Steal it? Hardly. He's supposed to represent all the market business. The Weatherly Hotel. I've...
Nice to see you again.
Welcome to Potomac. I think... Dr. Lee, Chief Harkness, I can be very...
Morning. Have a seat anywhere. Someone will be with you in a minute.
I'll be right with you.
Hey,
Hey,
Yes. Good to see you. Hey,
Good to see you.
Hello. Hey, stranger. Hey, good looking. How come you haven't bought me a drink yet? Now that's what I like in a man. Can't help you with a hit. Buy a girl a drink, sailor? No! But we're safe here.
I heard that the city council is debating putting railings on the flight deck.
Well, I hope they do something. Remember that child that fell off? I'd rather be alone just now.
Quite an impressive collection. Abraham Washington. Ah. Each of the documents in this room tells a small... Unfortunately, the greatest... Why, yes. Your knowledge... What an amazing crown jewel in my collection that would... Indeed I do. Without the declaration, acquire the document for... You'd secure your place in history. heroes of the United States will receive... I have in my possession the only known schematic for the creation of something called the railway rifle. Bring me the declaration, and it's yours. Excellent! You can find the declaration... In the D.C. ruins, you'll find the National Archives, or what's left of it anyway. The building should contain the document in a protective glass case. Be careful. The place is swarming with super mutants. Here, let me pinpoint its location for you. It's funny now that you ask. I can tell you all about the capital, but I really haven't got any idea about Rivet City itself. I can't see how important it is compared to the capital's history, but maybe Bannon might know something. He's in the governing council, after all. Well, this is quite embarrassing, actually. I sent someone like yourself after the declaration. She did some of the research for me, but now I haven't seen her in a few months. I wouldn't worry about it. Many have died for causes far less grand than what you're about to undertake. A piece of what was called... It's no more than 2.5 feet tall and 2 feet wide. If you find it, you should be able to roll it up carefully. On July the 4th in 1776, a group calling themselves the Second Judgmental Congress got together at Fort McHenry in Maryland. After a ceremony which ended with Paul Revere singing the famous battle hymn known as the National Anthem, the document was signed. From there, it was sent to England by plane, presumably, and presented to King George himself. Thus began the Evolutionary War. Certainly. Remember?
Look where you're going.
How the hell did you get in here? I suppose you can't be all that bad if you made it this far without dying. This is the part where you tell me what the hell you are doing bothering an old man who obviously wants to be left alone. Get on with it already. What? I have better things to do than yak about those backstabbers up topside. Now get going. Ha! Sounds like you've been poking around, all right. I'm surprised any of those reprobates even remember me. Maybe they still laugh about how they edged me out of the council back then. But you can set the record straight. For that, you have to go all the way back to when remnants of the Naval Research Institute cleared the Mirelurks off this wreck, about 40 years ago. We were looking for new lab space, and this bucket of bolts just happened to have a well-preserved science bay on it. Everything else just grew up around that lab once we got it up and running. The science team was led by one H. Pinkerton. That lasted until about 18 years ago, when those ambitious backbiters like Lee and her little team showed up. She came in with her big purity project pipe dream, and my whole staff started working with her, those traitors. She even took my seat on the council. By then, I was glad to leave it behind. But hell, if I'm leaving the city I made great. What are you suggesting, you little brat? Here. They probably don't even remember, but I kept the records of that first. I live here. It's where I do my work, and it's far away from Dr. Lee and all those other monkeys dressed up like scientists. You made it past my defenses, which proves you aren't a dummy. And you haven't killed me. So I suppose you aren't here to do that. I suppose you can hang around. The secret kind. Well, if you must know, I'm an electrician and computer expert. And I'm a bit of a surgeon. Really, the most gifted scientist you'll find. I'm the guy that got Rivet City up and running in the first place. And after all that, Lee and her gang of flunkies pushed me out. Ha! Project Purity, indeed. But a bunch of morons. They can't even clean some water. Don't let your guard down. What's the big idea?
Any luck finding out how Rivet City... Well, if it's all you could find out, I guess it'll have to do. So, what did they say? That'd hardly be ethical, really. But if there's nothing more factual to go on... Oh well. Still, for your help, have a few of these. They may help out next time you need to talk to a few folks. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to add a nice story to it. And it'd be a nice little reward for your hard work to include you as a hero. I've got to do a section on working with old computer electronics, so there's some research to be done in the old Robco production facility. Also, there used to be a big library out there, and that'll be it for the last chapter. So, what'll it be? Oh, that sure's... Books are where the... See... Some say it was all a hoax, but it's real. Here...